Like listening and observing how our friends are questioning themselves. And I think Swazda and Gutunda has rightly given indirect answer to them. I think at the end of the day, who do we ask for me to get the peace? I think that question we have to, put ourselves. Now, looking at the diverse situations and the kind of conflict that we have come across, it's not a new agenda. We have become actually self-centered and we have become greedy of our own self. That is where our concerns and our commitment and dedications towards our society has failed. Now, at the end of the day, we have seen our brother Naga have been fighting since many decades. Until today, what they have achieved? They have achieved nothing. Why? The only reason why they don't achieve anything is that because they fought for themselves alone. While you are talking about the issue, it talks about as a full notice, but as an individual community, as a Naga, you are fighting. But when you fight, with whom you are fighting? You are fighting with the central government. Why you are fighting with the central government? Because you want your political identity, you want your identity of your culture, you want your land to be protected, right? But on the other side, you are actually talking for your self-determinations. But we are not coming together as a full notice. You are not coming as a full notice. So you start dividing yourself. You start isolating yourself from the other community. Now let me give the example about since the Sadhus are here. When we fought for the largest construction of fire grades in Samru, which I myself went, but prior to that, I sent some of my colleagues to do there. Some of the leaders, their point of time is CPM is ruling the state. The MLAs comes and say that we'll separate your head and your body. We'll fear that came from there. Then the next day, I call up to SDM, he's no more today. He has given me all the papers and I have submitted application to the RTI. He has given. Then we found out this is very genuine. When we went there, I only found only corporal speaking people are there. But if you see whatever our friends are not who are there, I have to go personally to their house saying, brother, please come out. I went to the leaders of the CPM also, brother, please come out. Once the final race is going to start, not only corporate speaking people will be evicted from here. Even the Chakma people will be evicted more. And more, they are more there. So are you ready to come out for protest or not? That is what I put a question. House to house I went. I went to their souvenir market. I forgot the place also. Even in the market, like a politician's leader, I have to speak. So this is how I managed to, bring them together and we fought. And till today, there is stop. So now, today, tomorrow, they are opening again. Now, like as I have given the reference, why we are killing each other? When you fight with the bigger giant, you cannot say anything to the bigger giant, but you have so much power to kill your own brother. You have so much power to kill your own sister. What kind of human being are we? And we say, oh, my land, my Sitakam, or my Tripura land, or my, Northeast. What is this? See, we are being used by some other, just because of my own pocket, just because of my own chair, just because of my own self-sufficiency. That's it, nothing else. If you are really civilized, then you have to think also to respect to your brothers, to your sisters. Equally we are called as a TRIPURA or equally we are called as a Chakma. Individually, that is different. So that concept we have to understand. Today, tomorrow, our Dada was talking about the look-east policy. What is look-east policy? Now the entire food land is being constructed. We are being evicted. You cannot get even adequate compensations. And yet we are fighting with your own brother. Yet you are fighting for your own political benefit. So this kind of, uncivilized attitude of thinking of yourselves need to throw away. If the moment you start saying I, then that is the problem started. Let us learn to say we. Let us learn to say that. See, let me tell you another thing. The same symbol can bring peace, and the same symbol can also create conflict. So, for example, citing the example of Bangladesh. Now, during the time of, say, Durga Puja, here, everyone comes. Christian comes, Buddhist comes, Jain comes, every Muslim comes, right? But the same Durga Puja time, if you come and place something like the way how in the Bangladesh it happened, so the same symbol can create a conflict and violence. Why? Because of your attitude, because of your thinking, you want to create a conflict. Now, say those people who are taking arms, thinking of that protecting your own land, your identity, but you are killing all your brothers. Is it the ideology of your fight? It is that because of your own interest, of your chair, your power. Because once you have put their power, you don't want other people to come and take that place. Just because of that, you started suppressing your own people. For me, I started like pointing others. Say, presently in Tripura, there is a issue of script. Whereas 13, 14 lakhs people are demanding the options, good, parallel script and women script. There is only 2 people who are against that. And just because of these 2 people, there is unrest in the state. So it is not only questions about only the indigenous people are unrest. What about the others? The people who are living, are they living in peace? No. There is always tensions. So that's why this peace concept has a different meaning. Religiously, the peace is different. That is different. But if you really think about the real peace, I think without justice there is no peace. The justice itself is a peace. So how do we get our justice? So we are fighting for our right, we are fighting for our identity, we are fighting for our security. What does it mean? We are not demanding anything extraordinary to the central government. We are just asking that our culture should be protected. Our lands should be protected. Our language should be protected. But the interest is different. That's why even when I had a meeting with our Honorable Home Minister, I directly told him,